We sit a lot at home, at work, in a car. But what if I told you that your chair was secretly squishing your lower back? Crazy. But check this out. There are some studies that have found that when we sit, the pressures inside of our lower back shoot all the way up, almost as if someone is pushing down on a jelly donut. So in this video here, let's look at what's happening inside of our lower back and what are some things we can do to fix it. Let's get right into it. Hey y'all, my name is Shagun. I'm with Double O Movement Solutions. Our goals are to help people decrease pain, improve mobility, and remain active. When we stand, our spine holds us up as a strong, springy tower. But when we sit for long durations of time in a posture that is not conducive or supportive for our back, that springy tower starts to get squished. Now, there are soft pads in between the bones of your lower back. They're called discs. Now, those discs will start to get squished just as a jelly donut. In fact, sitting can increase pressure on the disc up to 90% more than standing. So imagine if you're sitting for long durations of time, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the lower back, especially if the posture is not best. The sitting position that causes the biggest issue for our lower backs is slouching. Now, we all slouch, whether that may be texting, typing, maybe even watching our show on TV on the couch. It's convenient, it's comfortable for us. But for our backs, not so much. That increased pressure of leaning forward and rounding our backs, that will destroy the back over time. It's just like bending a straw. It gets weaker over time and it becomes very difficult to straighten. Those jelly-like discs in your lower back start to lose water. So almost think of them like a sponge. Now that wear and tear of sitting for long durations of time, that sponge starts to get smaller and smaller and shrink, and it's not as bouncy as before, which makes it difficult for the lower back to be healthy and supportive. Here's the number that surprises most people. Sitting still for 90 minutes can more than double your chances of having lower back pain. So the issue isn't just sitting, it's also sitting still in one position for long durations of time. So the cool thing about this is that you can totally fix this. Real easy, real simple, and you don't need much. Now that we know 90 minutes is our number, let's create strategy around that. So here's what I want you to do. As you're thinking of your workday and the things that you have to do, figure out the time frame that you can allocate either at every 30 minutes or at every hour to set aside doing exercises to keep the back healthy. I'm going to show you my top low back pain preventing exercises that you can do at a desk or chair that helps keep your lower back healthy and also prevent you from standing up stiff and achy because you've been sitting for way too long. All right, let's get right into it. So this is a standing hip flexor stretch for exercise number 1. You can actually do this standing next to a chair. Very simple, very easy. So in this position here, I'm actually stretching my right side. So excuse the camera angle, it is what it is. But right here, I'm actually getting a nice little stretch. I'm not going too far down because I can feel a pretty good stretch here. So at home, if you're doing this, you just gotta find the best angle that works best for you. These muscles in front of your hips, they're called the hip flexors. So when you sit a lot, they get short and they get tight. So it's kind of like a rubber band that's been stuck in one position. When your hip flexors get tight, they pull your hips forward and that puts extra pressure on your lower back. That's why your back feels stiff, even if the problem didn't even start there, man. Come on. But here's how to fix it. Step 1 foot back, keep your chest tall and gently push your hips forward. You should feel a stretch right there in front of the hip, not in your back. So make sure you're doing it the right way. But in my case, I'm stretching the right side. So
Keep your belly tight a little and don't lean too far. Think tall, not bent. Slow and steady is the key here. Looser hips means a happier back. All right, all right, all right. Exercise number 2. We are going to be working on the quad stretch. Now, if you can bend your knee like this, okay, that's what's up. Now, I know some folks may not be able to get into this position. Hey, then this may not be the best one for you. You can always find something else that works best for you to help target the quads. But man, this is a good one right here, though. So we're going to open up the front of your thigh. This is called the quad muscle. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to grab your ankle, use a wall or chair for balance, and gently pull your foot up behind you. You should feel a stretch right in front of your leg. Now here's why this matters. So when your quad gets tight, they can pull on your hips and your knee, which can also add stress to your lower back. So even though we're stretching your leg, we're actually helping your whole body move better. And that's what we want. Keep your knees close together, stand nice and tall, and gently squeeze your glutes just a little. That helps you get a better stretch without leaning forward. So think of this like giving your body more space to move, right? So if you sit a lot, your quads stay in that bent position all day. You know how that is. We just keep that knee and keep the legs in one position. And this stretch helps to undo that. So slow breathing here, nothing forced. Just let the muscles relax and open up. All right. You already know. Sharing is caring. So you know we got to get both sides. So we're going to switch it up. So same setup, grab your ankle, hold on to something for balance and stand tall. If your balance may not be that good, hold on to something and stand tall, right? Work smart, not hard. On this one, for sure, this side is definitely different than my other side. My left side is a little bit more tighter. My right is, more freer. This means I just got to continue to work on that and work on that. But you might feel something a little different, and that's completely normal. Most people have one side that's tighter than the other. So as you hold this stretch, think about lengthening the front of your thigh and keeping your body upright. This stretch is also great for your knees. 2-for-1 combo, you can't beat that. So check this out. So when your quads are tight, they can also pull on your kneecap and create extra pressure there. So by loosening this muscle, you are actually helping your knees track better and move more smoothly. Come on now, can't beat that. Here's another benefit. So when your quads relax, your hips can move more freely. That means less pulling on your lower back when you stand, walk, or exercise. Stay steady, keep your breathing calm, and don't rush it. Take your time. Stay steady, keep your breathing calm, and don't rush it, all right? All right, let's get right into it. So exercise number 3, we're gonna be working on hip openers, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and hold on to a wall or chair for balance. Lift your knee up to about hip height and slowly rotate it from the side to the front. Nice and controlled, no rushing here. This movement helps loosen up your hip joint, which can get pretty stiff from sitting all day. So think of your hip like a door hinge. If it doesn't move often, it starts to feel tight and creaky. Keep your body tall and let the movement come from your hips, not your whole body. Smooth circles, nice and easy. All right, let's get into it. So we're gonna switch sides, same setup. You're gonna lift your knee and slowly rotate from the side to the front. So as you do this at home or at the job, you might notice one side will be tighter than the other. That's totally fine. That just gives you more feedback of, you know what, I might need to work on mobility on this side, or try to identify the root cause of why this hip is more tighter than the other, right? So as you move, think about staying balanced and steady. These hip openers help your hips move better when you walk, squat, or even just stand up from a chair. And when your hips move better, man, the lower back doesn't have to work as hard. Nice and smooth and relaxed. Take your time with these.
Okay. What do you all think? So we have our exercises. We now know what to do. We now know how to implement this in our work routine. We all know the number, 90 minutes of sitting still. We all know the number that we have to avoid. Now we have to take charge. Just know that you can do things to not be in pain. You don't have to be in pain. There are some things that you can do to take charge of that. So the next time that you're sitting in a chair and you have a big project due, or you have a big assignment due, whatever that looks like, just know that sit tall, avoid slouching, and keep moving. If this video has been helpful, subscribe, like, send it to grandmama, send it to grandpops, send it to your aunts and uncles, cousins, send it to everybody. And check this out, y'all. I also have a low back pain guide, tap into that downstairs in the bio. And if you have any questions, throw them out there. We are here to help and support. Hope you all have a good one. See you for the next one.